You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Yes, indeed, you are listening to UPRNTalkRadio.com, coming to you live from New Orleans on this beautiful Monday night. Welcome to Reach Across Live with your host, Paul Francis. What? Welcome to the show. Here we go. As always, we're ready to kick off and get things rolling and, do what we do on Spirit Quest, which is try and make links and help people to move through the stumbling blocks that are holding them up in their lives and try and make things happen so that you can make good choices. Remember, everything that happens to you, with you, you do have control of. You know, people say, oh yeah, this happened to me, that happened to me, and you know, I didn't ask for it. Actually, you probably did. It's you didn't go and go, oh, by the way, I want to get hit by a car. I'm not talking about that, but having your choices led you to a particular point. So everything that we do in our lives is all about choices. But here we are on this Monday night. We're going to forget what happened in the past, go forward and make things happen for you in the future. Patricia Morley has joined me live. Good evening, Patricia. Welcome to the show. Pauline Hook, welcome to the show. Lovely to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Please don't forget to share the show. Get it out there. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Tell everybody that we are live. And for the next hour and a half, you have me, and I'm hoping my dear friend Roger Garza Sr. will stick his head in the door, and we might do some tandem reads a bit later on. First part of the show, as you guys always know, is always down to answering questions. Q&A from me to you, and you fire away with any questions at all. There's no limit on questions and no limit on what you want to know. Because when you ask a question, the answer and the question help everybody. Okay, so please don't hold back in asking our questions. Good morning. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. And I would love to know who that is. But as you can see, all I get is that. All I get is that Facebook user. Come out of Facebook. Come out Facebook, because Facebook does not help anybody anymore. It's AI, artificial intelligence, and there's nobody there helping you make things happen. Come out of Facebook, come into YouTube, go in the search bar on YouTube, type in Paul Francis Medium, and it'll take you straight back to this show. Guess what? I'll see who you are. Richard Dearden's joined us. Richard, good evening. Roger Garza says, I'm lost in the hallway. Now, the hallway is all about 8 foot long. How you get lost in there, I'm almost frightened to ask. Dawn Hatton is in. Hello, peeps. Hello, is it good? Is it, yeah, it ain't that. No. Rachel Salinas. Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. And another, it's Maria. It's Maria. Oh, Amelia Pisano. Hello, Amelia Pisano. Oh my gosh, I've been trying to say hi to you for weeks. Where have you been? My little former wife of another life in it. No, Maria. It's Maria. Oh. Come out of there. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? Oh, here you see, I told you before, go into YouTube, subscribe, and you don't have to go back in Facebook ever again. Amelia Pisano, one of my dearest and darling friends, is in the show tonight. It's so good to see her. One of the most amazing mediums as well, by the way. One of the most amazing psychics. And we had shows in our past where they were just absolutely amazing. I tried to say hello to you on YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube. My apologies. I retract that. On Facebook and on your Instagram account. I sent a couple of messages to you that way to see how you were doing. I knew you weren't well a little while ago. Wanted to send messages to you and see how you were doing. Kathy Hanley says, hi, boys. How y'all doing? I'm not too sure she's from Southern America, but I'll just stuck the accent in there anyway. Lena said, make sure you all share the show. She's been on Do Not Disturb mode. I can completely concur with if Amelia has been on Do Not Disturb. I I wish I could do the same. Uh, she doesn't read messages. Not a lot of point in sending you any then, are you? I know you're a brilliant psychic, but come on. Right, so let's have a look at what's happening. Toucan. She doesn't read messages. I just want to check in with you, my darling sweetheart, and just to see that you're okay, because I knew you weren't doing too well, and that beautiful daughter, and see how she's doing. Kathy Handy says Queens. Yeah, so there we go. Amelia saying, I'm sorry, I've been tied up with my daughter's recovery. Completely understandable, my darling. And we're going to continue to send both you and your beautiful daughter healing energy on a constant to make sure that she heals quickly and absolutely, because she's got to get out there and be a superstar just like her mom, her superb mom. Good afternoon, says this person, Facebook user. See, Facebook being artificial intelligence these days doesn't actually tell us anything. And I'm not too sure the word intelligence should be connected to the word Facebook. But anyway, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Come out of Facebook, go to YouTube, go into YouTube, in the search bar at the top, just type in Paul Francis Medium. It'll bring you, boom, straight back to the show. And when you guys have come in on the YouTube side, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click that like button, smash that like button, y'all. And then obviously hit the little bell icon. And when you click the little bell icon, every time we release a new show, it'll tell you in advance, oh, Paul's show's coming up shortly. So make sure you stick around for that. And don't forget to stick around for right after this show tonight, because right after this show, we've got the Outer Realms with the beautiful Michelle and the equally beautiful, if not superbly magnificent, Amelia Pisano. And stick around to watch their shows. There is a plethora of shows on the UPRN network now. Make sure you have a good look. Some shows, well, there's shows that'll cover everybody's wants, needs, and desires. Make sure you tell everybody about our show here, Reach Across, and of course the show on Thursday night, which is Spirit Quest, the Strive for Life. Good afternoon, my dear darling Faye. Welcome to the show. Good to see you, my darling. I hope your little trip was good and you had a lot of fun. Gracie Miller says, hello from beautiful Indiana. Gracie Miller, welcome and thank you for being here today. Let's have a look. Lisa Bowles, greeting from San Francisco, the streets of San Francisco. Lisa, welcome to the show. No, says Amelia, it's not tonight. It's Wednesday, you dumb hick Irish idiot. Wednesday is the Outer Realms with Amelia and Michelle. So why did I have it in my head that you guys were coming after our show tonight? But there is a plethora of shows coming up anyway. So make sure you stick around for those. You suit that color t-shirt. What, rust? Rust. Yeah, it's kind of the camera doesn't do it justice. It's kind of like a multicolor thing. It's cool. It's cool. I'll be back, says Amelia. And she's got this New York stroke Italian accent. Hey, I'll be right back, yo. And then she's Canadian as well, of course. So there's a wee bit of I don't know how to Canadian accent. Just Paul, shut up. You look like an idiot. Sue Vinicum is in the house. Sue Vinicum, welcome to the show, my angel. Good to see you. The Outer Realms doesn't come up automatically. You have to prompt it. There you go. Well done, Gracie. Thank you very much for that. It's lovely to see you all in the house tonight. Now, you guys know how Reach Across works. Reach Across is solely focused on the spiritual aspect of all of the work that I do. So connecting with energies and teaching you guys how to connect with energies as well. What you should know by now that if you just stick up, is there anything for me? I'll just bypass you because that's just that means you can't be asked putting the effort into it. So really think about a really good strong question when you're building that energy up around yourself. Your friends and family can use that energy, they can use my energy, and then we can create a link, and I then hopefully will be able to bring through something for you guys. I'm always checking out your little like for an example, I'll bring up Amelia. So what I'll do is I'll look down and I'll look at Amelia's picture, and then I'll let that energy flow through me, and then I'll hopefully pick up an energy and a message or something, whatever it is. I don't actually, what I don't do is I don't sort of go into the message. I just deliver it. I don't sort of work it out. I don't sort of try and stretch it. I don't cut it up, and I don't hold any of it back. You get it literally verbatim as I get it. You get it, and you get it 100% as how it came to me. Now, one of the things that I used to teach my student, well, I'll teach students again in the future, is a lot of people out there expect us as mediums to put the information into your life. No, that's your job. Do you actually get the postman to open the mail and read it to you? Or do you get the mail, then you open it and you read it yourself? Bing! You read it yourself. So, mediums, what our job is to do is bring down the mail and deliver it. Okay, here you go. Read it. You put it into your life yourself. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is when I'm doing a reading, people will say to me, alive or dead? There is no dead. So everybody's alive. Spirit or here alive. So I'll get a feeling. If I get a feeling of like I'm starting to rise, like get light of air, that means heaven bound. If I feel like I'm planted, that means they want to talk about somebody who's alive. If they want to pull me to the left, if I feel my energy is being pulled left, that means they want to talk about your mother's side of the family. If they pull me to the right, your dad's side of the family. If they pull me above you, that means parents, uncles, aunts. If they pull me above them again, they'll go into grandparents, but they can also fluctuate in between those. And very often I will say older than. Okay. Now the reason that is quite a lot of people might have been brought up by an older sibling. Okay. Now that sibling won't come through to me as a sibling, they'll come through to me as a parent energy. You follow me? But they're not actually a parent. So that's why I'll say older than. Okay. If I come out with a name, don't automatically assume that that person has crossed. In my referencing, it means who they are, who's with them, or please say hi to. Alrighty. So don't automatically assume this person's crossed. And no matter, I don't care how many mediums tell you differently, that's not true. We cannot choose who we want to talk to. Whoever comes through to us happens to get into our frequency, happens to align themselves with us at that time, and we deliver the information. I would love to be able to select the person you want to hear from. I really, really would, but that's not how it works. Okay. And any mediums that tell you different to that are not being truthful. Let's have a look at who else has joined us tonight. Madison Alexander. Paul, I have a question. So, with the little boy that stays with me and my mom, Donna, the boy that attached. Right, do you know what? I'm going to bring that up on the main screen. Did I say hi to my darling Sue Vinicum? If I didn't, hi, hello, my darling Sue Vinicum. Welcome to the show. Good to see you tonight. Madison says, hi, Paul. I have a question. And Madison, I hope your mom's doing well, by the way. I have a question. So, with the little boy that stays with me and my mom, Donna, the boy that is attached to my energy, do you know if the negative energy is from my boyfriend? Well, you see, here's the thing, my sweetheart. You will know that. It's not whether the energy. See, if you're trying to pick up on my energy now, what kind of energy are you picking up? Frustration? Are you picking up sort of, intrigue? Are you picking up knowledge? Are you picking up, don't know? You see, the energy that what can come off someone will be associated with that person, but you will be able to pick up that energy. If you are starting to doubt energy around you, then the best way to cure that doubt is communication. Alrighty. So if you're picking up negative energy around your boyfriend, then you need to talk with him and figure out what that energy is. Because he could be giving off a negative energy. If he could be having doubts about maybe work or college or any number of reasons, really. So associate with that. The best way to have a really great relationship is communication. Now, if a spirit stands in front of me and does that, that means they've been trying to talk, communicate, okay? Or they want you to communicate. The little boy that's around you guys isn't really um he kind of jumps about. He jumps about with the energy, okay? He jumps about with the energy of you, all of you. And the energy there's an older male living, because I'm feeling grounded, that is in and out of your home. Okay, that kind of is there for 1 or 2 days, then gone, for maybe another week or so. I don't know, but this person sort of comes to the house, is around the house, then leaves. He's not really that au fait with that energy, and my feeling is he kind of goes away or hides in another room when this energy comes in. So if you got a visitor that comes to the house who's an older male to you guys, he's not really au fait with that energy. I wouldn't say he's frightened of it. He just that person comes in, he goes out. That's the kind of feeling. There's a Rob, Bob, Richard. There's a strong R kind of a name that he wants me to acknowledge. Remember who they are, who they're with. Please say hi to. And there's somebody who is pulling me south. Alrighty, I'm seeing the Panhandle, so I'm seeing Texas area. Okay, so they're pulling me right down south that they want to draw my attention to. They also want to give me they're shouting this name, Madison. They're shouting Christine. It's a C or K sounding name they want me to acknowledge. Now, I don't know whether you guys have been sort of just new information's come into the family that one of your family members or close friends, is having medical issues, but I'm being told to say that that medical issue will come in and go. Okay, it does need focus, so it does need to be seen with professionals, but it's going to come and go. Okay, Madison, be a little bit more conscientious about your next choices. Okay, be more sort of focused on what it is you really want to do, and don't be making choices that you think are going to make other people happy. Okay, so don't be making choices of schools or courses or anything along those lines, or jobs or work choices that you think are going to make other people happy. It has to make you happy. Because if you go to do a college, to a particular college, or you go to do a particular course, or you take up a job that you really are not going to enjoy, I promise you that will bring you more hassle, and that will bring more strain on any relationship than just not doing it. So do whatever is going to bring you towards your goals and bring you happiness. Then everything else is going to be that much more manageable. Okay, but don't be making choices at the minute to appease other people. And the name David, Daphne, Daniel is a strong D to be acknowledged. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get you a card. Alrighty. Just let me just sort out my crystals that are right in front of me right here. So here's the cards, as you can see, and I'm going to sort those out right now. Give me a moment, and I'll be back with you guys momentarily. I'm not ignoring you. I want to say hi to a few people as well. So give me a second. I just want to help out my little darling friend Madison. 9. Okay, so either the 9th of a month or September is significant as well here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Let's see what they have in store for you, my little darling. Check that out. Steady progress, Madison. We acknowledge for the I'll start that again. Steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you have made remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. What a cool message. So, Madison, hopefully that helps you out, my darling. Thank you very much for being the very first out tonight. I do hope I answered your question. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. And y'all, don't forget, make sure you share this show. That's really, really important. Share the show. Maria, okay. YouTube won't let me comment now without logging in. I forgot my login. Well, you're commenting. Oh, you're doing it via Facebook. Well, go and remember your comment. If you can't get on there tonight, don't worry. You can stay on Facebook. I'll let you off just this once. Alrighty. Kathy Hanley says, "How do you get your profile picture up in the YouTube chat?" I have no idea. I genuinely have no clue. I really don't. Patricia Morley says, "Can children who are..." Okay, that's a good question. Let me just put these cards down for a second, Patricia. All right. Patricia says, "Can children who are passed as babies in the womb come back into the same family?" Absolutely yes. In fact, there are several actually proven, and actually, I'm trying to get the right words here. There are several case studies that have proven that a particular person has come into the family and then gone out and then come back into the same family again. And those cases have actually been proven. One of the shows I saw that on was The Ghost in My Child. If you ever look at on YouTube for that, The Ghost in My Child, and you'll see loads and loads and loads of different actual proven cases where reincarnation has happened already. So yes, they can come in, they can touch the physical and go back, and then they can come in to have the life. Okay. Now let me share something else with you all. One of the greatest things that I was able to learn through my 35 years of being a professional medium is this: your children choose you. They choose Patricia, or they choose Kathy, or they choose Maria, they choose Nicola, Jackie, etc. They choose you to be their mom. Okay. And it doesn't matter what the outcome of that journey is, whether it's to come in, Patricia, and touch the physical and then go back. They know that's going to happen. So please don't ever. I mean, I'm forever telling ladies and gentlemen, I have 2 children in spirit, not to allow guilt to hurt your life, because those children knew what was going to happen. They knew they were going to come in. They knew they were going to stay in the physical just for a short term and then go back again. And then very likely come back into the family through another connection. They can come in through direct through the same mom again, or they can go in through another way. They can go to brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, friend. They can come in that way, but they can do it. It is possible. Great question, by the way, Patricia. So because of that great question, I'm going to give you a card. Give you an option to have a card. So while I'm shuffling the cards, as you can see, and I can't wait to get the new camera system. I'll show you guys. Look, I've got the cameras all set up, but for some reason, the system as it is will not let me put up a secondary camera as it is. So what I have this camera set up to do is pointing down at the desk so you guys can see me shuffling cards like this here. So you see I'm not making it up. And while I'm shuffling this card, Patricia, I want you to think of a question, alrighty? Think strong, think hard right now. And let's hope that the angelic realm wants to help you out. Well, there's no hope in it. I know they want to help you out. And see if the card that they give you enlightens you as to getting an answer to whatever it is you're thinking of, whatever question you really, really want. I will say this to you, Patricia. There is a change coming up around you. I'm seeing for sale sign. So that change to me, that's one of the best sort of things that you want me to say to you. Okay, you'd want me to say for sale sign, because that is one of the strongest icons that I have in my repertoire to share with you. Okay, the symbol of the for sale sign means to me significant change. Yes, changing house, changing job, but whatever that change is, Patricia, it is completely supported with positive and strong energy. Alrighty. It is one of the symbols that you want me to say, or the icons, whatever. Right. Okay. Three. So there's either March significant here, or the third of a month. So the third month being March, or a third of a month is significant. They're trying to bring that in with me. Also, they want me to bring in an older male that's coming above you directly. So this is an older male, like father, grandfather figure, who wants me to acknowledge being around you. There's a birthday and anniversary connected into that person. Okay, so either it's dad's or grandfather's birthday anniversary, or a wife connected to him or something. But there's a connection in there. They're bringing up birthday anniversary already. They also want to talk about the militarial connection, because I'm seeing flags here right now being shown, and that means to me militarial connection. All righty, so wow, I just said to you, there's a change coming up around you, and the third card says, "Just gonna get it to focus in there. Come on, focus in. There we go. Patricia, change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to happy outcomes and desire." Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to, Patricia, is you ask, can children who pass as babies in the womb come back to the same family? Look at the second line, divinely directed by your newborn willingness. Wow. Wow. Scare myself at times. Love stuff like that. Love it. Thank you, Patricia, for that question, and hope that card helped you out. Nicola Doran says, "Paul, hi, how are you?" I'm good, Nicola. Thank you so very much for asking. I'm enjoying. I've had a really really long day. I woke up about 5:30 this morning. Been going ever since. So at the end of the show tonight, I'm not going to be hanging about. I'm going to be hitting the hay. Jackie Noon says, "Think outside the box." Emma Lorimer, how are you? Good to see you, darling. Thanks. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Is a member of my family with me at night? That's in spirit. They're going to be around you all the time, Patricia. They're not necessarily with you at night, by the way. They'll be with you during the daytime as well. It's a myth that people think that spirit energies only come out at night. It's not true that they only come out at night. They don't. They come out all times of the day and night. But however, the reason why it seems that they come out at night is our senses are heightened in the evening, because there's less noise, there's less things going on. Our senses become a little bit more attuned or focused, and that's why we pick up more in the evening or in the dark. Okay, but it's not true that they only come out at night. No, they will come out all time of the day and night. They will come out when they will come to you when you need them. Alrighty. Hopefully that helps you out. Okay, Karen, welcome to the show. Julia Evans says, "Hi, good evening, Julia. Welcome to the show." Madison says, "Thank you so much. You did answer everything perfectly for me. I hope you have an amazing day." Madison, exactly the same to you and your wonderful mom. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to be here today. Appreciate that. It looks like you've caught the sun. Does it? Am I a wee bit red? I've been out in the sun most of today, to be honest with you. I've been out test driving cars, one of my favorite pastimes. Test driving cars. You're welcome, Patricia. Lynn Fern says, I was helping my neighbor with her garden today, and I started to mention names, and she took every one of them and gave her an unusual name and described her, and it was a workmate. Well done, you, Lynn. Well done, you. Alrighty. Ward Vanderplas. Ward, welcome to the show. Emma Lorimer says to me, Paul, can children pick up on spirits? Emma says that. Emma, trust me, children are the best psychics on the planet. Reason is they do not challenge, or they do not evaluate the energies and what they see around them. What they say, what they see, they just say and see it. They don't go, oh my God, are you real? Are you a ghost? Are you a spirit? They don't, they just go, hey, hi, how are you? So they don't sit down like us and start evaluating what we're seeing with our senses and putting it into logic. They just say it and see it. So spirits tend to flock to children because children will acknowledge them immediately. That's why. So, and it's another big sort of misunderstanding that because the spirit immediately flocks to a child that is trying to possess it. Total rubbish. Alrighty. Sue says, that's interesting about child coming back, as my daughter has twins as well as the little girl just like her, Emma, who passed. Felt I had a gift given back to me. Oh, wonderful, Sue. Yes, and they will come back, and they can come back to the family, or they can come back into the family from an outer realm. So if they don't come back in via, say for an example, you, Sue, they could come back in through a brother or sister, or they could come back in through one of your daughters or sons. So, but they can come back into the family. Dawn Hatton says, Paul, what cards are you using? I have angel cards and crystal cards. I want to get a never-ending story deck, but can't find any. I'll have to make some. Well, I'll tell you what, Dawn Hatton, madam, with your very love heart sunglasses. I am going to be doing a brand new deck called the Universal deck, and that's going to be coming out very, very shortly. The deck has all been done. The artwork's all been done. At the moment, I'm working on the messages already, and they will be hopefully out by October. Alrighty, but the deck that I am using is an angel deck. That's what they look like. Okay, so we just bring because the camera. There you go. The camera has a trouble on focusing at times, depending on the light. So a mind, body, and spirit deck of angel cards. Let me just get the. There we go. So three of that, yeah, there. So daily guidance from your angels, oracle cards, 44 deck card. Again, there we go. Mind, body, and spirit. Alrighty. I really am drawn to these cards above all. I've got several decks of cards, but for some reason I keep getting drawn to these cards overall. So I could just go with it. Good question, though, Don. Thank you. Okay. Patricia says, you must be reading my mind. I'm hoping to move. Thank you so very much for much. Birthday in the family is March, as my daughter. And you were so acute with the birthday. Thank you so very, very much. And no, I'm not reading your mind. I'm just spirits telling me. There was a few times when I thought I was our mind reader, but clearly not. Get yourself up to Castle Motors for test drives. And yeah, well, Ferraris and Porsches, yeah. Actually, I'll go straight past their showroom, Dawn, and go right over to the helicopters and start test driving those instead. Jackie says, put me down for some of those cards. I will definitely. We've spoken to the publishers, and we've spoken to the people that are going to create them, and I want to get the deck itself absolute. In fact, you guys will have seen some of the deck pictures, so because I put them on my Facebook page, some of the pictures that I've drawn, that I've created. So all of the pictures are actually created by me, and the artistical side of things have been done by me as well. And the whole concept of the message is I'm really taking my time over it. It's taken me coming up on 2 years, but I really, really wanted to do it properly. I wanted the messages to be absolutely directly from spirit, and not me just making something up because I'm looking at a picture. So I wanted the spirit to really coming together, so that spirits and guides and angels all help me to get the messages down direct. Tina, hello everybody. Michigan is in the house. My sister Lisa Katu is getting dinner ready for us, and our mom. Well, hey, you. Isn't it all right for you getting dinner made for you tonight? Whoosh. Okay. Um. Right. Lynn is saying, Anessa, Paul wants people to ask proper questions about spirit. Oh, okay. She's talking to somebody else. I thought that was she's talking to me. Right. So, now where are we? We're at 8:37 p.m. UK time, so it must be time for me to push this button.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.
Dawn Hatton, I cannot believe that you have said it's my fault that you have a trifle. More importantly, it's even worse that you're having a trifle and I haven't any of it. My favorite dessert, and you're having it. Do you know a friend of mine? Get this right. You got to try this out, Dawn. A friend of mine she used to make ice cream. So she'd make different flavors of ice cream. So I challenged her. I said, tell you what, I want you to try and make a trifle flavored ice cream. She did it, and it did taste like trifle, and it was mind-boggling. I was like, I nearly ate the whole tub of it myself. It was mind-blowingly scrumptious, but she made ice cream, trifle flavored ice cream. It was just cool, really, really cool. So the questions, you guys know, the questions have to be about either the process. Just please don't say to me, I want a reading, or give me a card, or I mean, if you really, really want a card, there's a reason behind why you want a card. So share the reason. Okay. Hey guys, listen, I'm really struggling with work. Is there any chance you could give me a wee card? See, might give me some insight. That's a good question. Paul, what happens when we let go of the spirit or the physical? That's a good question. Paul, my grandchild, my son, my daughter, my mother, my cousin, or whatever, they took a bit of time getting over the spirit. They struggled here in the physical before they left. Does that struggle carry on? That's a great question. Stuff like that. Leanne Higgins is in the house. Leanne Higgins, good morning, my darling. How great to see you. I saw a picture of yourself and your husband a little bit earlier on Facebook when I had about 8 minutes to myself. I had a quick flick through because I wanted to make sure that everything was, happening for the show to come through. And I saw a quick picture of yourself and your lovely husband, and I thought, oh, hope she's doing well. And you turn up on the show. How cool! How cool! Richard Dearden says, I'm going to bring that up on so everybody can see. Is my financial going to get better this year? Richard, right, I'm going to give you, I'm going to help you, but here's the way it works, Richard. Okay. This is not, now Richard has asked a really good question, and I get asked this question a lot, especially doing private one-to-one readings. Okay. And it's fine. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that question at all. But here is, after 35 years, here's the answer. Spirit is not here to live our lives for us. Now, I'm the spirit has been here, and they've lived their life. They understood everything they needed to understand while they were here, and therefore they've been allowed to go home. Now, if I was to say to you, right, the answers to every question from today are here, 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 and here, and that will bring you all the way to wealth. Um, then what do you learn? What do you learn? How do you advance yourself as a person? Advance yourself as a um, on an energy spirit, spiritual growth. How do you advance? We advance by learning, discovering, working, and creating. The answer to your financial getting stronger and better this year is all down to you and your choices. Now, I could lay out a dotted line from now right through to rags and riches. Okay. Whether you're going to stay on that dotted line is going to be called choice. Right. So I could say, Richard, listen, A to B, B to C, C to D, D to riches. The likelihood of you following those dotted lines, not very high, because you have freedom of choice. You also have freedom of choice in making decisions that bring you towards your goals. Okay. So the answer to the question after 35 years of asking that question or trying to get answers for it is it really is down to you. Something that I put on my screen that I see every day is if it's to be, it's up to me. Alrighty. The reason that I have worked and I've become a very, very sort of world renowned. People say to me, "Oh, you're world renowned." I never understood what that means, to be honest with you. But internationally renowned, and again, I don't know what that means, but is because I worked hard. I worked really, really hard. I worked tirelessly to get to where I am. And the answer is going to be the same thing for you. If you want to be wealthy, there's nothing wrong with that, and never feel guilty about having wealth. It's what you do with it. Then it's up to you. But if you want to be financially well off, then it's down to you to start making good choices. And the only way that'll ever happen is if you get up, dust off, and start making good choices. All right? Give it a shot. I promise you it'll work out because if you focus on that everything that brings you happiness and everything that brings you towards your goals, then you're working in the right direction. The money, it's a byproduct. Alrighty? Hopefully that helps. I made a massive bowl, says Don Hatton. 3 jelly packs. Rub it in. Thank you. Michigan is in the house now via Facebook for some reason. Michigan, why are you doing Facebook? Come back onto YouTube. Nicholas says, ha ha ha, Paul. I've just made homemade ice cream yesterday, strawberry and vanilla ice cream. I'm definitely going to give the trifle one a go, though. Are you guys out to wind me up tonight? You got Nicola making ice cream, you got Dawn making trifle, and I'm on a diet. Thanks. Thank you. Paul, can I have a card? I lost my uncle 6 weeks to the day, and we lost his sister. I am now the oldest person of the next generation down. Jackie, first and foremost, I will do a card for you, my angel. I am now going to purchase. I'll start that again. I can nearly speak. I will push my energy out and see if I can pick up on energies and help bring that through to you. I lost my uncle 6 weeks ago. The name, as soon as I was looking at the word uncle 6 weeks, I got the name George coming flying into my head. Remember who they are, who's with them, please say hi to. So I've got a J or G name that wants me to acknowledge you. We lost his sister. I am now the oldest person of the next generation. There's one thing that's going to be absolute in this. There's two absolutes in this world. Two, only two. One, we're born. Two, we go home again. Okay. And unfortunately, I am now the oldest in my generation. So the generation above me, my dad and mom's generation, again, we sadly lost my uncle only weekend before last. So I do know what you're going through, my darling. So sending you lots of love, lots of strength. But the name George, or a J or G sounding name, is being shouted at me. There's somebody who crosses over with there's either a cancer or an illness based cancer. Then it sort of subsides, or it starts to get better, and then it comes back again, because I'm getting an illness, and then it fades away, but then it comes back again. So, and I think that's connected to a female energy, by the way, just to let you know. The name Laura, Louise, Lucy, there's a strong L name that they want me to acknowledge as well. And they tell me to talk about the 8th month, so August is significant, or the 8th of a month is significant. They're telling me to talk about mom and dad being together. I'm hearing mom and dad being together, as if to say that there was a time when they were apart. Now, whether that means, like in my situation, my mom crossed over, and then 25 years later, my dad finally caught up with her. Um, maybe that's what they're trying to tell me as well, that the two energies are together. But I'm getting mom and dad being together. That's significant. They want me to jump over to mom's side of the family to say that the older lady that connects to the medical industry, because I'm seeing a Red Cross, so nursing or doctors or dentists, I don't know, but anything that falls under the Red Cross wants to be acknowledged. There's a Margaret, Marie, Mary is an MA name they want me to acknowledge in that family as well. And I'm being told to tell you, Jackie, you're not the last. There is a cousin in there somewhere they want me to bring my attention to. You're not, I'm being told to say you're not alone, you're not the last. There is a cousin. And they tell me to talk about the 15th as being significant. Alrighty? Or the number 15 is significant. 15. That means I gotta go through all of these cards to get card number 15. Right, 10 to 9. I better get Roger on the blower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, Jackie, it's your fault. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we go. There's no fault. Cupid. Boom. Look at that. Cupid. First, I like to show the pictures. Well, Jackie, look at that picture. Isn't that beautiful? So the message says, Jackie, we send great waves of love into your heart and to your mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. How cool is that? What a beautiful, beautiful card. That doesn't often come out. So, my darling Jackie, hopefully that helps you. Leanne Higgins, where did there? Just saw Leanne's message. She said, Q, our 10-acre block is for sale. We are having a viewing today. Will we sell? Yes. Yes, you will get offers on that particular land. What you really need is to sit down and discuss whether you want to let it go. Because I'm feeling two minds. I'm feeling somebody around, either yourself or your hubby or whatever, but there's two minds going on here. Where does the helicopter come in here? I'm getting a helicopter around you guys for some particular reason. One of you guys learned to fly or something, but there's a helicopter coming into play here for some particular reason. Leanne, either there's a shift in job with you, or a shift in hospitals, or a shift in work concept there that they want me to talk, because I'm being told the ladder goes up and over. The ladder goes up and over. But in this case, I want to share something with you, Leanne. More power doesn't necessarily mean more responsibility. That's not that. It's usually the other way around. With great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility. But in this situation, okay, I got it. The position that you're going to be put into, you're going to be able to handle it better than it was before. So your how you're going to disperse the power through the people or through the workplace or whatever this means, is going to be much easier and much more fluent than whatever has been happening before. Be aware of the rocks. I don't know, these rocks are underground or at the edge of ground. I don't know, but I'm being told to be aware of the rocks. Wherever the rocks are, there's like, I mean, you're from Cornwall. You remember the standing stones. It's kind of like that kind of a look, but there's a tree over to the right hand side of it, and I'm being shown that the tree has significance here. Okay, there's an energy connected to that particular tree, and it seems to me like um, just I keep getting this energy walking around the tree with their hand on the tree. I don't know what it means. I won't tell you any lies. I won't try and make it up or stretch it. But I just keep seeing this energy. And it's a young energy, I would say in the mid to late 20s. And although I feel a slight sadness with it, I also feel a kind of like a happy place wherever this is. And remember, the name Anna is being shouted. Okay. Let's see what we have for you, Leanne, in relation to cards. Wow. Energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and to clients. So, isn't that amazing? Because that's what you do. Wow. And that's what I said to you. There's a change around you at this moment. How amazing is that? Wow. She is not only an angel of healing, she's an earth angel too. Okay, so Ward says that which is there will be there at the moment, and that which is not there will be there another time. I can't see what I don't know about, and what I don't know is what I can't see. Okay, Ward, thank you. Lisa's back in the house. Banoffee ice cream. Ooh. Never had a trifle. Don't be silly, Faye. You've never had trifle. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Stop being so mean. Playing. I always play nice. What are you on about? Thank you, Paul. Love and light right back into you and yours. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that very much. Paul, if you're going, listen what Emma says here. If you're going about your daily business, do you pick up on spirits and around other people, and how does that affect you? And if so, do you approach people and tell them? Right. Great question. First of all, Emma, thank you very much. Going around my daily life, it is rare that a spirit energy will come up to me and go, "Hey, listen, any chance you can talk to that guy over there?" Very rare. Now, the reason being is I have rules, and those rules are dictated by me. And the same thing with my guides. If an energy if an energy comes up to me and speaks to me, I already know that that energy is fine because it will have gone through and been filtered through by my guides. So basically, my guides act like bouncers for me on the other side of life. No spirit just comes walking up to me and talks to me. No, 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 no. They have to get vetted by my guide Sean and the other guides, and especially Blackfoot, who's kind of like his job is literally to protect me from everything and anything. So If the energy speaks to me, I know that this energy has been vetted. Now, the next part of that is if this energy comes up to me and says, I really need to get a message to that person over there, I also know that that person over there is open to receiving messages. Okay. Because I would never walk up to somebody in a queue in a supermarket and go, oh, listen, I've got your mom here, and see them go, because that's literally rule number one. You do not do that. You don't walk up to somebody and say, listen, your mom's just giving me a message. How do you know that that person isn't in the supermarket thinking she's actually collecting groceries for her mom? Okay, you don't know that. So, but if the way I've sat down and worked with my guides over the last 35 years, I know that the my guides literally act like bouncers or my security on the other side of life. And any energies that come to me, they vet, and then they teach that energy how to talk to me. So they will say, and it has happened. Roger and I were talking about this the other night. In fact, I was playing music. I was in a band, and I just kept getting drawn to these people and that were in watching the show. And one of them came up to me, or actually, a bunch of them came up to me in the break of the show and went, "You're that medium. We know you." And I said, "Yeah." And they went, "Have you got anything for us?" And I went, "As it happens." And that energy had come to me, sort of. I felt at the side of the stage, going, "These people I need to talk to," but I knew at that point that the my guides would have vetted them, and I knew it was okay. So, yeah, but it's rare, Emma. Great question, though. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Shani's just joined us. Shani, good evening. Leanne says, amazing. Thank you. Leanne, you will always be welcome, my darling. Always. Jonathan's joined us. Hey, Jonathan. Ward says, sorry. Ward, it's cool, but it didn't make any sense. I couldn't, my mind's not like allowing me to figure out what you just said. So what I'd need to do with that is write it down and look at it again. Paul, do you feel a move for us, or are we staying? Do you know what, Jonathan? First of all, great to see you, buddy. Lovely. I hope you're doing well. That is the question that your family asks me pretty much every quarter. Do you see us moving, or are we going to stay put? And the answer to the question is it's down to you. Okay. The fact of the matter here is you guys don't want to move. Alrighty. So it doesn't matter how many times I'll go, yep, 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 yep. I can see a move around you. And you guys, I don't want to move. I don't want to move. So you stay. And that's called freedom of choice. And that's fine. There's no right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not wrong. I'm not right. You're not wrong. You're not right. It's freedom of choice. It's whether or not you want to move. But one of the reasons a lot of people don't move house is because they have a guilt complex connected to it. Yeah, but if we move, such and such will be let down, or somebody will feel this and somebody will feel that. That's called a guilt complex. Okay. And guilt complexes do not work. Guilt complexes create negative energy. Okay. Well, we didn't move because you didn't want us to move. How many times have you heard that argument? Boom. So the guilt has tripled. And guess what happens? It'll triple again. Okay. If you want to move, move. Okay. Start fresh. Cut off the negativity of the past and start fresh. That will always be my advice. Always. Okay. Have a look at where and how you can make the next step and make it. Okay. The world is too small to move far away. Okay. You can't move far away. You could up sticks and move here to the UK, and your mom can talk to you every single day of every minute of every day, because we have the technology to do that. So the world has gone from a huge globe to a tiny speck. I'm in the UK. It's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm talking to you right now in the United States. I rest my case. Make it happen. If it's to be, it's up to me. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to press a button, and guess what? I'm going to go and find my pal Roger. Okay. And for the next 30 minutes, we're going to, well, if I can find him, of course, we're going to do duet reads for you. So, but for the moment, let me just press this button.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.
I was trying to look angelic. Yeah, I emphasize trying to look angelic. Welcome back to the show. It's lovely to see you guys. Thanks very much for being here on this amazingly beautiful spring night in Cornwall. The temperatures are gorgeous, and I'm looking out through the studio windows at blue skies. One of my favorite things to do at night is I always go out with my little dog Holly, and she runs about and stretches her legs and stuff, and I literally stargaze. And it's something I implore all y'all to try. Okay, give it a go. Go out at night when it's quiet and stargaze. Look up into the stars. Just let your mind flow. Okay, and then give yourself an opportunity to let negative energies flow as well. Let them flow up into the heavens, and there is a lot of space for it to be absorbed and taken away. Roger Garza Sr. is in the house. I don't know what he's doing. I know he's praying, but yeah, it looks like he's praying.
I was taking a little nap there.
Well, you're always taking a nap.
That's
It's
right.
rare that you're awake.
I have to rest this mind.
What mind? Anna Eva. Hi, Paul. May I ask if you see romantic relationship with a man? Actually, I'm going to bring that one up. Roger,
Yes.
your expertise is in the realm of prediction. Have a look at Anna Eva. May I ask if you see a romantic relationship with man J this year? His name starts with a J. See, here's where it's called a minefield. Because, you see, here's the thing, Anne. Let me just answer your question in one way, but I'm going to leave this one for Roger. The name for somebody like me, Roger's different than me. He works completely different. But with me, it's a sound. So the name J could give me a J sound, but that can soak in a G. It can give me the same sound. So here's the other big thing that I'm going to say before I pass it over to Roger is if that relationship happens, it's down to you. Roger, it's all
Yes.
you, my man. It's all yours now. Take it on.
What I'm getting around, and I
Yeah.
get a W.
A W.
Somebody with the W.
William, Bill, what kind of a name?
Yeah. Just
Warren.
William is too easy,
Yeah.
Like
I keep
either
no. I know
William
this is.
Ward.
I know this name is going to be. It'll be. It's not so much a UK or Irish name, but I keep getting Winchester.
There, just something different with a W.
Yeah, but because and the reason why I'm knowing because I'm seeing the famous repeater rifle, the Winchester. Um,
Do you
so
know about the Winchester House, by the way?
yeah, I do. Yeah, she
That
made all
was
the different
crazy.
rooms to confuse the
Yes, sir.
spirits. Yeah, yeah. Um, and here's the thing: is I'm agreeing with Roger. I'm getting it's connected to yeah. It's got to be like a W, like a William Warren Winchester. There's a W name sign, or there's a connection to a W name that I want to say. When I look at the J, it just feels cold to me. I don't know about you, Roger. What do you say?
Like you throw the name aside.
It doesn't float for me to
Yeah,
be
it
absolutely
doesn't
honest
ring.
with you. But at the end of the day, it's not down to Roger or me. It's down to you.
Right.
It's down to you. We can give you all the advice and you can decide to take that advice or you can decide to throw it away. But more importantly, here's the thing: we don't control your life, or we don't rule your life, or we don't direct your life. That's your call. That's down to you. Um, but if you don't feel that the J is where you're supposed to be, trust it.
Kathy
Winston,
Hanley. Winston is what I get.
there you go. Winston, Winchester. That's
Yeah.
a W song, strong W name, and it feels very regal to me. Whatever this name means, whatever his name is. But Anna, or sorry, Anne, beg your pardon, in relation to it, it's all down to a. It's that trust yourself. Just trust your energy. Trust your love. Trust your guides. Trust your friends and family and spirit. They'll be giving you a yeah or a mm. Trust that. Roger, come on. Good to see you
Yes.
work.
First up, I want to say hi to everybody. I'm glad to be here and thank you for having me, Paul.
Oh, you don't even
Now,
thank
I
me.
had earlier, I had two things. One for Sherry Burris, and I also had something for Madison.
Yeah.
Two things for Madison. I don't know if they're still on anymore.
Well, just go ahead instead of Madison because she probably will connect in with it later anyway.
Okay. For Madison, what I got was somebody, I don't know if they passed or not, but there was a collision in an intersection that somebody was in. And then after that, aside from the collision, I got the name Tracy. I don't know if I spelled it right, but I got
Right.
Tracy.
Okay. Uh huh.
Now for Sherry, do you recall those hats they used to wear, Paul, in the hippie days? Those big old puffy ones. They're
Yeah.
black. Somebody used to wear that kind of a hat, and I think this person to me is in spirit and comes back to her.
Right. Okay. I keep
But
hearing, and with that energy you're just talking about, Roger, I keep hearing Elton John,
wow,
and I keep hearing, but 1970s Elton John.
but it would be the end of a hat with the big old
Yeah, I guess,
puffy.
but it's kind of Elton John, Um, and there's a song that keeps coming into my mind right now. Is it's actually not a song. It's well, there is lyrics in it, but they're minimal, and it's called "A Song for Guy." Um, and the lyrics are, "Life isn't everything. Life isn't everything," and that's just it. That's the lyric for the whole song. And that keeps coming into my head with that.
Okay, and this is the Tracy thing, and is for Madison. Okay, I was directing everything to Madison and to Sherry Burris.
Right. Okay. Well, Madison, if she picks up on that, and Sherry, if they pick, well, I don't think either of them are in the chat room right now, but that's okay, because they can watch the show back. It will be on my YouTube channel right after this show tonight. It'll be transferred and up on my YouTube channel, and it'll also be on my website. In fact, it's easier to get to on my website, www.paulfrancis111.com. So there we go. Ramona, or my darling pal Ronnie Huff. Paul, I'm going to bring that up. Here we go. Paul, I've been talking to my past loved ones lately out loud and saw a shadow in the corner of my eye the other day and touching sensations on my legs. Is it them listening? Is this them listening? Well, first and foremost, they're going to listen to you anyway, irrespective of whether they touch you, let you know that you're around you. But your loved ones are going to make a connection to you one way or the other. What you need to do is, if you think back to what I taught you, because Ronnie's one of my students. You, Ronnie, I've taught you this. You need to be in control. Not they're not in control, and for some
Mm-hmm.
reason you keep getting you get it, then you kind of step back again into student stage, but you're past student stage now. You should be in practice stage. So in this situation, I would be saying to you, listen to me. You then step back and you take control about it and find out who. Right. In one situation, I want to tell you that your guides are around you. One of your guides is around you for protection. Okay, that I can tell you that right now. And I'm getting a big Roman soldier around you, just so as you know. And I'm seeing the whole weird skirty kind of thing with the think of gladiator kind of look. One of them's around you to protect you. Now, one of the energies you picked up, which is might be referred to as a shadow figure, okay, is not connected to you as a person. It's connected to where you live. Okay, so either the area where you live or the house in which you live. Okay, I don't feel any danger around you because one of your guides, this big Roman soldier person, I'll call him Claudius for now, is there to protect you. Roger?
For Ronnie, I get somebody with an E name. The first name that came was Edith, and to me that person is around you.
I would concur with that. Edith or Eddie.
Yeah, it's an E name. I know that.
It's short, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Edith, Eddie, that kind of Edie, Enid. There's a strong.
Edwin
Yeah.
is another one.
Who is the
Go-
guitarist? Who's the? I'm getting the acoustic guitarist. This feels to me like not an up to date acoustic guitar. It feels to me old. In fact, it would come in under the heading of classical to me.
That's for Ronnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
There's either a Steve or a Sean around Ronnie too. When you mentioned the guitar, I got Steve and I got Sean. Either one.
okay. Sean or Shan?
Sean.
Okay, because I was thinking now you picking up on my guide. She's called Shan.
Oh, sorry.
And Eva's is saying, so Paul, you're saying no hopes with this man. It's not what I said at all.
No.
I didn't say that at all. And I said the options are yours, your choices. But we're picking up a connection to a W. So Shani, by the way, says, bless you, Roger and Paul. So much love. Thank you very much, Shani.
There's
Like, how do
something
you
wrong
say-
with her mouth.
Who?
It's either the tongue or the jaw that doesn't line up right.
Who?
Because she talks and goes like that.
Who?
Shawnee.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm sorry. I get carried away. Just
Because we were talking about Ronnie a second ago. But, all right. So, Shani, you're talking about Shani having an issue with her.
but
Jaw?
either her tongue or her jaw.
Okay. I think she's a smiley, loving, kind person. Um, I want to say with Shawnee, Roger, you keep going, buddy. You keep going with the physicality, but I want to get there's a younger energy around her in spirit. I would say this younger energy ranges between the ages of 14 to 25, not very old. There's a crossing that doesn't feel very, shall we say, genteel. And
Shawnee's going to the dentist on Wednesday.
there you go. You're picking up on that. I don't feel this person crossed over with, shall we say, in under happy circumstances. But they're around you at this moment in time. I don't know if this person was connected to you in earlier in your life, i.e., school time. But there's an energy around that field that I'm supposed to acknowledge. And somebody with the like a it feels to me gone too soon. That's what I keep getting the feel for. Gone too soon. So, that energy, soon as Roger started talking to you, boom, it just came in. It kind of like piggybacked in, and wants to let you know that they're around you.
And you know what I got, Paul? I got somebody. This is for Shawnee now. I
Yeah,
got it. When you said there was a young boy around her, what I got right away was somebody named Toady, Todi.
right.
It's an odd
Well,
name, but that's what I got.
she has got a T name, Tristan.
Okay, but no, this is Toady.
You're gonna stick with that, okay? Did she, Shani? Just want to focus on you for a second, my darling. Did this young lady pass under, shall we say, suspicious circumstances that it wasn't supposed to be? Because it just feels. I don't feel a lot of happiness about this crossing. Um, just focus on that one for a second, Roger. I'm gonna finish off with Anna Eva's. Paul, well, this man knows I like him, but didn't make any moves. Will he ask me out or say he wants to take me on a date? He knows that I want this. Okay. Brain embolism. Okay, gotcha. Hannette. Right. Okay. Now Hannette wasn't known by Hannette. It was shortened. Anna Eva. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone right here. This is not what I do. I don't do what I do to give love advice or anything of that nature. It's not what I do. But I'm going to say to you that I don't see a future connected to this person.
Right.
Right? There you go. Ronnie's come back to us and said, yes, there
Right.
was an Eddie in my father's side. Um, and we'll ask about the guitar.
Okay. And I also got a Steve or a Sean.
Okay. Charlie, I want you to stick with the Hannette or it feels to me shortened. And I don't know whether this was a joke name, but somebody was referred to as hobo, or was referred to as like a hobo. But it jokingly, funnily, not like this person was somebody who lived in the streets and wasn't very well off of that kind of. It feels to me like, oh my god, they dressed like Roger, looked like a hobo, that kind of sort of concept. So,
We're trying to be serious, Paul.
no, we can't be serious. It's not who we are. Oh, by the way, Roger, are you? Is it? I take it that beautiful wife of yours is home. Faye's home.
She's right in the next room.
Oh, that's good. That's good because you're brighter. You got more of a smile on your face tonight. I've noticed. He missed you, Faye. Oh, you like a
I
little
always tell her
puppy
that.
lost. Oh my god! Right, moving on. 20 minutes past the hour, guys. We need to focus in here. My digital clock has changed the time on its own 2 different days. I'm wondering if it's a spirit or if it's just going bad. Well, Rachel, my angel, they can affect digital and electronics. They can affect electronics really, really easily. And it is something that they can do. The best way to do, or the best thing to do, Rachel, is actually ask them to do it again. Okay, but be specific. Say, right, listen, hey, I think I've got your attention. You've got my attention. I want you to do it again, but I want you to do it and have the number 7 in it, and just see what happens. Shawnee says Phil is my dad. He didn't care about what he wore. I gotcha. All right, I gotcha. Kind of hobo. Gotcha. But like I say, it was a fun concept. It wasn't like, oh my god, this person hasn't washed in months, like Roger, or anything like that. So I'm gonna
Johnny,
have.
who wore the black suit with the black tie and a white shirt?
I had to put that on because you know what,
You're scaring everybody, Paul. You know that.
Lynn is going to tell me off. I can't see you. So because she wants the star of the show to be seen, you see.
Oh Lord.
Wasn't it lovely to see Amelia on earlier? It was great to
Yeah,
see
it
her on.
was. Too bad she didn't stay on.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot on her plate right now. We send her so much love. Last night I was going to sleep, and there was a light that went on and off in my bedroom on my bedroom door. It was very bright. There was nobody inside or outside my home. Okay,
Okay.
that could be a number of things, but
Right. I'm thinking it's a bad bulb. I
well,
don't
there's
get. I don't get. You know,
there's
paranormal
actually a
stuff, but
medical reason for why things like that happen as well. There are medical reasons why people see flashing white lights in front of their eyes.
oh, the floaters.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Well, floaters or um, if it's only once a one-off thing, it could be a an orb, a flashing orb, poof, like
true.
that. That can happen.
And also, a person can have a lot of energy to cause that.
Yeah, I've tried to tell Lynn before, and I've tried to tell her on numerous occasions that there is a new aspect coming into her life. So she's going to meet some new people or some new person, and she should be open to that. I mean, she's not going anywhere from us. She's not going away from the show, but at the same point in time, life is for living. What have you got, Roger?
I got something again for Shawnee. I see you're very happy doing this. Yay! I don't know what it's about, but something's going to make her happy.
She's I gotta pick her up as really as a happy soul anyway. I feel very very happy with her.
But I mean, somebody's going to come through the doorway and.
Also, I feel walking on strange ground. So, Shani, if the opportunity comes up for you to take a journey, to take a trip, a little bit about I don't know, you guys call it where you're from you over America, they call it a vacation. Here in the UK, we call it a holiday. If you've got that opportunities coming up for that, take it, okay? Because you need a little bit of Shani time.
Yep.
23 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. I hope you guys have been enjoying the show. We brought Roger in a little bit later than anticipated because all of a sudden I just got inundated with questions. But the first moment I got an opportunity to break off and send him a link to the show, I did. Come on, Roger, jump in there,
It
far
just
away.
showed you how much I'm loved, everybody.
Did he say somebody loved? Did he say somebody loved him? Did he? Is that what he thinks? Did he?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Rog.
Oh boy, Shawnee,
Um,
you're so welcome.
The thing about it is, folks, a lot of people ask us questions about their future, about their life, about their finances, and so on and so forth. A lot of that stuff, guys, and I mean this with love, and I don't mean this to be condescending or negative in any way, shape, or form, or anything like that. Roger and I pass information on to you guys so you can take that information and hopefully enhance your life. But a lot of things, such as your love life, a lot of things, such as your financial situation, is really down to you. Okay. Now, that being said, you can call in on the angels of abundance to help you gain the financial need that you need.
And they work.
And they will work, they will do it, but you have to be open to it. And they will put things in your place. But once again, if your mind isn't open to receiving, you won't. You have to say to the angels of abundance, please present me with or give me the option of receiving XYZ funds by such and such a date, and then allow them to work on it. Okay, allow them to work on it, but be open to what they present to you. Okay. You told me I was going to have a new love interest this year, but never said around when did I miss him, says Maria. No, you didn't miss him, Maria. He is around you. I don't think he's very far from you, to be absolutely honest with you. None of it matters, only this precise moment. Well, yes and no, Don.
Right.
Yes and no. Live in the moment. I agree with that 100%. But but that's not looking to your future. You need to look to your future as well. Emma Lorma says, since I have been watching Use, like that's very Irish. Since I've been watching Use, I've had a lot of really positive look on life. Great. The positivity on this show is amazing, Emma. Thank you. That is so very
It's
kind of you to
because of
say.
me. That guy.
I'm so very positive. I like to bring in a balance that because my over positivity has to be balanced. So I bring in Roger.
Mr.
So
Negative is at it.
because if you remember when we brought Roger on first, even his wife said to me, "Is everything you see is death? That's a sign for death."
Well, it's true. I mean, I can't look at over here in the U.S. And where am I? The USA.
Scotchdale.
Yeah,
You're
right. Everything is different here. You know.
yeah. Yeah, it's not. No, it's just different for you because you know,
You know, for
you weren't.
Maria, I keep getting a young man coming to her house.
No, I've got a love interest for her.
Well, this could be, a loved one that's been, you know,
He's not young.
well, 20s, 30s, that to me is young. I'm 70, so
Um, with Maria, I'm getting this energy is connected to work in some way, in some figurative way. But this person to me, is a person who was married before, is no longer married, and stayed away from relationships for quite some time because he was frightened of relationships, but now is ready to kind of maybe dip his toe in the water one more time. Because but there's a lot of fear there. Remember, I've said that. Angie says, "Hi, I'm unable to find love due to my lack of femininity." No. Am I unable
unable.
to find love due to my lack of femininity? No, not at all.
No, because it goes either way. Love
You're
is love.
If you're not finding love, it's because you're not looking for it,
Right.
and that's the high and the low of it. I'm sorry to sound coarse, harsh, or even, but that's the truth. And very often you will have been presented with options of having love in your life, but you turned it away. Boom. Um, Guys, we are 2 minutes from the end of the show. I can't believe it. Roger, when is the wonderful audience of the world going to see your magnificence one more time?
I will be on Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central Standard Time.
There
Faye
you
and I
go.
will be doing Latino Psychic Visions.
And what time of the day will that be for us here in the United Kingdom?
I believe it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the evening. So we can come and support Roger on Wednesday night, 10 p.m. UK time. Will I ever find? Yes, of course you will, Angie. Just be open to it, darling, and don't hold on to situations of the past. Alrighty, it's the past that's hogging you from moving forward. Let go of the past. Look forward.
They're
Maybe
telling me
maybe
somebody who already came to her and left.
yes, that's what I've said. She's bypassed, but she's not chosen because I think she's looking for somebody specific. Guys, we really reached the end of the show. The unfortunate side, the fortunate side of being with UPRN network is that we get to reach so many wonderful, magnificent people. The unfortunate side is we are really limited to a specific time to start and a specific time to stop. But I'm going to say thank you very much for being here tonight. To my dear friend and brother Roger for taking his time out to be here. We take the mickey out of each other, but it's because we love each other very much, and
Yep.
he is one of the few people that I will say you need to go and take a read. Guys, listen to me, get a hold of Roger. His numbers are right behind his head, and book in and get a great one-to-one with Roger. Alrighty. I will see you on Thursday night. I may even pop my head in the door on Wednesday night, if
Cool.
we're
Yeah.
around. That'd be really cool. until I see you again, I'm going to wish you all the love, all the strength, and all the blessings from the Great Spirit and all of the angels. Remember to communicate, appreciate, and validate everyone in your life. So a medium never has to do it for you. Take time out of every day just for yourself, just for you. Switch off your cell phones, your mobile phones, switch off the house phones, and take at least 15 minutes a day just for you. Alrighty? And listen,
Because
life's
you
for living.
matter.
Make it happen. Make your life worth something. If you want to honor those who have crossed, be the best you can be here and now. Until I see you again, good night. God bless. Look out for each other. Bye, y'all.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.